All right, last week's haul was really good at Kroger, but this week, oh my goodness, so many more good deals. I'm so excited. I'm Kristen here at Joyfully Thriving, and welcome to this week's Frugal Grocery Haul, where I share with you how I shop for our family of 6 on a budget, how I am stocking our pantry, I am building my stockpile, and finding all the deals. I love doing that. So if you're new here, be sure that you go ahead and subscribe, especially if you love Frugal Grocery Hauls, because that's what I share every week here on this channel. All right, so many good deals at Kroger. I know we talked about them a lot last week, but some of those deals are back, and I will point those out, but there are some new ones too that are really good. I actually did go to Kroger twice this week. I went again trying to stock up on the Del Monte Green Giant, or whatever the name brand vegetables were from last week for 49 cents. They were always sold out. I went to a different Kroger, totally sold out. So I was super excited to see that generic were on sale this week at Kroger for 50 cents. And yeah, found some other good deals. Some of those thanks to you guys. I was able to stock up on some different things. I love that about this channel, how you share what you are seeing and your deals and sharing those with me as well as everyone else who's reading those in the comments. All right, let's also talk butter, because I know some of you are eagerly waiting for that sale. Butter is on sale at Aldi for $2.49 this week. I know it's not as low as we've been hoping for. Will it get lower? Possibly. We still have 2 weeks until Thanksgiving when I'm filming this, so there is a good chance that next week's sales could be lower, but there is a possibility that that could be the lowest price we see. I'm still debating how much I stock up. I don't know. I'd love to know your comments and your thoughts on the butter situation. Are we going to see anything lower, or is that as good as it gets? Have you seen a price lower by you? Let me know, please, because I would love to be able to stock up for cheaper than that if I can. All right, but let's get to this week's grocery hauls, because there's so many good deals. I'm going to start by showing you those couple deals I grabbed at Kroger the other day on last week's sales, and then I will show you this week's haul. As you can see, there's a lot behind me, so let's get to it. Okay, this is my Kroger haul from last week's sales. I went in hoping to get the 49-cent green beans, and there were none, but the Halloween candy was 70% off, so I went ahead and grabbed just a couple bags of those. Caleb's here driving in his car. Can you say hi to everyone, Caleb?
Hi.
So with the giant Kit Kat bag, worked out to $2.40 for that bag, which was cheaper than buying a smaller one. My oldest is getting spacers and braces, so can't eat anything sticky, so I decided to go ahead and buy one of those. Grabbed Snickers for $1.40. One of these was $1.40, one was $1.50. I can't remember which. Snickers, I make an apple Snicker salad. It's amazing, so I always try to have some of that on hand. Super easy side dish or dessert, whatever you want to call it. Yes,
this is my phone.
Okay. I grabbed a cup Reese's for my husband, again, $1.40 or $1.50, and some caramels, $1.30 to make caramel morsel bars at Christmas. So went ahead, again, thinking ahead outside the box, not just Halloween. They did have 2 last bags of the 3-pound onions, sweet onions, so I grabbed one of those for $1.99, and I needed au jus to do pot roast. I don't have any more left. It's super easy, packet of that, packet of Italian seasoning, some water. That's my go-to recipe. And then thank you to whoever mentioned this after watching my last haul. So Kroger has their brown sugar and powdered sugar marked down to $1.79, which is cheaper than Walmart or Aldi or anywhere else right now. So I grabbed 10 pounds of brown sugar to use in baking, and then 10 pounds of powdered sugar to get ready for Buckeye season. I make a lot of Buckeyes, so yes, went ahead and wanted to stock up. So for these couple things, I spent $28.36. Now let's look at this week's Kroger deals. Here we go. All right, here is this week's Kroger grocery haul. So many good deals. The counter is full. I thought that last week's counter was full, but oh my goodness, so many deals here, and I'm thrilled about all of them. So let me just start at the beginning and we'll talk you through it. All right, I know I stocked up on Chex Mix last week, but it's still $1.99 when you buy 6 or more as part of the combination of the sale. I'll show you what else I grabbed as part of that deal. But last week when I bought my Chex, I had a coupon that printed for $1.50 off 3. So it took my price down to $1.49 a box. Great deal. Yes, it's bedtime here. If you hear some noises in the background, my husband's helping get kids ready for bed as I film this. I shopped earlier today after school, but it's been a crazy day. So yes, if you hear some screaming going on. They're just playing with Daddy. All right, so $1.49 for the Chex Mix. Fabulous deal. Milk, because I was there, $2.69. One of the weekly deals is the cheap bread, 99 cents. It freezes great. I went ahead and grabbed 5. Just not baking as much homemade bread this year, being back to school and teaching part-time. And my kids love homemade Uncrustables, so that's why I bought the bread. Also, peanut butter was 99 cents when you clip the digital coupon, limit 5. Could not pass that up again, even though I have a lot of peanut butter. I'm getting ready for Buckeye season, as you saw with buying the powdered sugar and peanut butter, so I am stocked and ready for that. Chicken was $1.99. I actually already used part of the package. I only bought one package tonight. This was a weekly deal. There was not a ton. Again, just didn't love everything I was seeing, so I only bought one package. I used half of it for dinner tonight, and the other is already just cut up into small pieces and prepped for the freezer. I have a whole video on how I prep and store my meats in my freezer if you want to check that out. All right, Imperial margarine was 99 cents. I don't normally buy that. I normally buy butter, but I bought it because it was part of the sale, and I wanted to point this out, that sometimes you make the substitutions just because they're cheaper. I'm doing a lot of Chex Mix, and I was like, you know what? I could use some margarine again for the Chex Mix. That's okay. I still really prefer butter. Did I buy a ton of it? No, but sometimes you do those things just because they're cheaper. Also, I happened to notice this was part of the deal. It was 83 cents, and I haven't had this in a long time. I thought some of you guys might like that too, but all these rice in different sides, that was part of the buy 6 or more, and it came down to 83 cents. Great price. Cremette pasta was still 99 cents this week, plus there is an Ibotta deal. I did it last week and forgot to mention it, but it refreshed for me. It's 40 cents off of a limit 5, so you could do it 5 times and get 40 cents back on each box. You might want to check Ibotta. If you are not an Ibotta member, I will leave my link at the bottom to get you a bonus when you get started. We'll talk more about all those reward apps in a minute too, because I earned from quite a few actually on this trip. So 99 cents, but really after the 40 cents was like 59 cents a box. So of course I bought more pasta. Doesn't go bad. My son needed marshmallows for a party at his school, $1.19 because I was there. Chocolate chips were $1.99, so I went ahead and bought more mini ones just because it's such a good deal. I bought 5 more of those. Yeah, great deal. And again, that with the Chex Mix, the cremette pasta, the Knorr, the margarine, that is all part of buy 6 or more. All of those deals came together. Then the chips were $1.99 this week. I bought 3 Tostitos and 1 Fritos, each $1.99. The Marie Callender pie. My husband loves pecan pie. I do not, but it was $4.99, which is a great price. So I bought one of those for the freezer. And then back here in the back is what the bulk of my purchase was, and I'm so excited about all of this. All right, so all of these canned goods were 50 cents this week. I am so excited about that. So the green beans are normally $1, and they were 50 cents. I bought 2 dozen cans of the green beans. All the beans, all the varieties of the canned beans, so I are 50 cents, and these are normally, I think, 79 or 89. I forget there. Even at Aldi or Walmart, you're spending way more than this now. They're all in the 70 cents range, so this was a fabulous deal. I bought a dozen cans of black beans, a dozen cans of garbanzo beans, the chickpeas, and then a dozen of pinto beans. I like to make a taco soup, so I was using that. Wow, my husband and son are having a lot of fun up there. I'm sure you can all hear that. All right, and then the last deal, which this might have been my most exciting deal, was that the cans of tomatoes were all 50 cents too, and tomatoes have skyrocketed. So I did buy 2 dozen cans of the petite diced tomatoes. The thing that thrilled me about this, because it was a fabulous price, but also because it was a generic, their shelves were full. Last week when I went in first thing, it was really hard to get some of those name brands, but there was plenty on the shelf of all of these things and on the end caps. So if you want to get those, make sure you get there and stock up, because this is a fabulous price. Also, these were all good for at least 2 years. These were 2025, and I think the green beans, if I remember, were 2026. Yep, which is a 3-year out. So these are shelf stable for a really long time. A great thing to have in your pantry. 50 cents for all of those. So excited. And then the weekly deal again was these potatoes. I am like at the edge of my counter. It was an 8-pound bag for $2.99, and they're the jumbo potatoes, which I didn't really realize till I was in the store. These are huge. I have to show you how big some of these potatoes are. Like, here's my hand. It's bigger than my hand, but I can make mashed potatoes. I do a crock pot mashed potato recipe for Thanksgiving, which is amazing. So good. It frees up my oven. Only mashed potato recipe I do. So that'll be great for that. And my girls love baked potatoes. So definitely bought that. Then the frozen French fries were $1.99 this week. And so I bought a variety, tater rounds, French fries, and hash browns. Again, a fabulous price on those. Clip the digital coupon, limit 5. And Gala apples were 99 cents. So a full counter of groceries. Did you see my long receipt at the beginning? Have a guess on how much I spent? So any guesses? My receipt was super long. Like, Caleb was having so much fun playing with it in the store. Like, look, it just keeps going. I mean, really. I haven't had the receipt this long in a really long time. And that was thankfully after they finally started ringing up some of my cans like as multiples, because it was really long. My total for this trip, this counter full of groceries, was $108.54. I was absolutely thrilled with that. I had a bonus $3 off of something. I don't know what that digital coupon was. And then because I went over 120, I actually got a $15 off. I had clipped that coupon a while ago when I had seen it. I don't know if it's still available. You might want to check your accounts. I don't typically spend that much in the store, but if I see a coupon for a certain amount off something, I always clip it. And that's true of a lot of digital coupons. If I think there's a possibility I'm going to use it, I'm going to clip it, because you just never know. So that was really nice. So I got a bonus 15, which was what took my price down to 108 for this. Then I had spent 28 at the other trip for Kroger. So this week I spent 136 on groceries, which for what I got, I am absolutely thrilled with there, which takes me to 262 so far for the month of November. I'm about a third of the way through the month of November. And my normal budget is normally $475. However, I had an overage, or I was under last month, so I'm rolling that extra into this month. So I actually have $550 to spend, which is so nice to have that freedom to stock up, as I have already done these last 2 weeks at Kroger, and I haven't started on the butter yet. So is this the best price I'm going to find on butter? $2.49? What do you think? I'd love to know. Should I go out and get some at Aldi this week? Should I wait and risk it and see? I do have about 18 pounds left in the freezer from last year, but I bake a lot. Like, I really bake a lot. So I need a lot of butter. Last year I tried to get about 60 pounds around the holidays. So yes. Do I start stocking up? Let me know your thoughts. I'd love to know. All right, and coupon apps. I don't always mention that in these videos, and I will try to do better. Yes, I do use some coupon apps. I did box tops just because of the Chex Mix last week and this week. If I do a box top product, then of course I do it. But the main 2 apps I use are Ibotta and Fetch. If you don't use them, I will leave my links in the description, just because you can get a bonus too if you would like to give it a try when you get started using them. So Ibotta, everyone pretty much knows about Ibotta, and I do like it. I found some deals more recently than I have in a long time. The cremette pasta, like I said, there was $1 off 2 General Mills cereals, so that counted with the checks. Again, last week and this week I was able to get those. And a lot of times they have any brand things, which work. So Ibotta was a go-to, and like I said, I got the 40 cents times 5, so $2 plus the extra $1 off on that. So $3 back at Ibotta this week, which wasn't bad. But my favorite coupon app that I absolutely love the most is Fetch. Fetch is so simple. Ibotta, you have to like scroll through and select all your offers, and there's a lot sometimes. But Fetch, it finds it for you. It is so simple. And if you've never tried a coupon app before, start with Fetch. It's a great way to earn some extra money for your grocery budget or for your stockpile if you just let it accumulate. It's so simple. You sign up for Fetch, then you just take a picture of your receipt, and it finds all the offers for you. So it's not necessarily a lot, but you will always get 25 points for every receipt that you take. And the cool thing about Fetch is that it actually counts now for gas, for restaurants, for grocery stores. Any receipt you take a picture of, you will get 25 points. But then grocery stores, like I got bonuses this week on that one for the chips were on there, and one more thing, but now I can't remember. I think it might have been the cereal too. Sometimes there's overlap between Ibotta and Fetch, which is really nice. But like I said, if you've never tried coupon apps, they are a nice way to kind of earn a little extra, and I do roll it into my grocery budget. I haven't cashed out in a while. At this point, I will probably save it for the new year and cash it out then. So stay tuned, and maybe we'll do a challenge and see how much we can earn on our apps throughout the year. Would that be fun? That might be a fun thing to do. All right, so those are the good deals. Tell me what you're most excited about to stock up this week at Kroger. And again, yes, let me know all the thoughts on butter because I'm really conflicted. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video, which, heads up, it's coming up, my stockpile tour of everything that I've been stockpiling in these last couple months. I'll give you a full tour of how everything is looking now. So you don't want to miss that. And then, of course, I'll be back with next week's Frugal Grocery Haul as well. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you then.